What's up? Welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing my first ever purchaser pass. I'm so excited. I have been seeing this. Allie Dawson actually did a get ready with me purchaser pass, and that is what inspired this. I'm definitely not going to be doing a purchaser pass every week. My wallet definitely just cannot afford that, and I'm kind of on a no buy, but I do want to be into makeup. Like, I'm still going to buy makeup. I'm actually starting a series on my channel that I'm going to do at the end of the month covering what I purchased in makeup every month, and I want to compare it. I have a video that should be coming up on my channel about the brands that I'm interested in 2024. I'm actually filming this a few days before it's going to go live. I think that this is going to go live Saturday, and I'm filming this on Thursday, so I might not get everything new, but definitely something I can cover in like the next one if I'm interested. Two different brands each time I do a purchaser pass. So for this one, we're going to be doing Trend Mood. I am currently refreshing Trend Mood's page. Is that Profusion has a Valentine's Day collection that is already in stores in a Kroger, apparently. We're in January when I'm filming this and when I'm posting this, so that's a little early. But I'm not gonna be able to like really show you guys everything. But it looks like there's an eyeshadow palette. It looks like there's actually a bunch of eyeshadow palettes, brushes. I don't think that Profusion actually has the best quality anymore. A brand that like, I'm not really interested in. I don't think that they have the best quality anymore. I do use this Infatuation palette in my kit from Profusion, but this is an older palette, and I don't think that the formula that they have in Profusion is the same anymore. It looks like they have 4 different eyeshadow palettes. 2 are heart-shaped. One is a 5-pan heart-shaped glitter palette, and then it looks like there's a 9-pan palette, which I just feel like sensory overload. Like, this is a lot. It's a lot. There's lashes. I mean, that is a lot. That's a lot of stuff. And I just don't want to be the person that's like, let's not have big collections, because like I don't feel like I can't afford it. Like, I could afford it, but I don't want to afford it. So I'm just kind of like stuck with the big collections. Like, I'm perfectly happy with like a palette and a couple of lip glosses, maybe a lash set, and that's it. Like, that's a nice curated collection. And I know other YouTubers are talking about it too. They're like, why the big collections? Why? Next thing on Trend Mood is something I am interested in. It is Natasha Denona. If you do not know Natasha Denona, it's actually one of the brands that I am focusing on in 2024. I love Natasha Denona. I really sat and looked at my Natasha Denona palettes, and I was like, I actually think Natasha Denona has my favorite eyeshadow formula. And I'm actually planning to do a Natasha Denona order next week. It's going to be my first like real makeup order. I'm going to get a couple of things that I missed out from last year from like not buying so much makeup. So this is exciting. It is the Berry Pop collection. I have a Berry Pop lipstick, a lip crayon, and a cheek trio. And getting that too. Not something I would totally go for, but I kind of want to have this because I think that it is something like I could use at a specific moment. I'm wondering if this is her Valentine's Day collection, because it kind of has like a berry tone because it's Berry Pop collection. So it's kind of giving off the tones for Valentine's Day. Mini Love palette, the Mini Love palette. Then she had the Mini Crush palette, which was like a kit that came with a brush. And then she last year had the Love Face palette. So I'm wondering if this is her Valentine's Day collection or not. Everything Trend Mood is covering. I just want to talk about stuff that I have opinions on. What I was doing for my eyeshadow, but I ended up going in a completely different direction than what I thought. So I took this shade from the Shegram Glitz Wiz palette. It's called London. If you have Natasha Denona's Metropolis palette, if you have Artemis palette from Alter Ego, just take this light brown neutral type shade. And I took this champagne shade from the Natasha Denona Eris palette. I put that on the lid, and then I took Tease from this Profusion Infatuation palette and put that on the outer edge. And that is how I got this eyeshadow look. And Twilight collection. I did watch Twilight. I actually remember going into the theaters with my older sister and watching Twilight movies whenever they came out. This It's nice. Like, I feel like I'll probably get the palette because it's Twilight, and even though I don't have that connection to Twilight anymore, I'm kind of like, I kind of want the palette because it is Twilight. The color story is not really something I feel like I'd reach for that often. I mean, like, I'm not really a fan of Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart. I wasn't really a fan of the movies either. It was like kind of something that, like, at the time I was like, this is something that I do with my sister and it was fun. And it was an interesting story when I was younger, but I look back and I'm like, I've read so many better stories just for me personally and my personal preference. So I'll probably end up getting the eyeshadow palette, but I'm really confused as to why ColourPop is doing this collection in 2024. I'm confused. Is actually releasing more shades of their iconic $70 gold base primer that Tati made famous. Like, I remember that primer from Tati. They have the original gold one, which is yellow. They're going to have a white gold one for cool tone skins, and then a pink gold for warm tone skins. I'm going to get every single one of these. These are only in Asia right now. I cannot wait for these to come to the United States because I want every single one. I don't even care that they're $70. I want them. Another product that is only in Asia, and it is the Maybelline Superstay Lumi Matte Foundation. The Tarte Shape Tape Foundation massacre from a couple of years ago when I look at this foundation because there's only 6 shades and they're all white. Like, they're all white. If you look at Trend Mood's page, they're all white. And I understand that the reason is because it is released in Asia. I just wish brands wouldn't release products in Asia first. Just release them everywhere. Who cares? Just release them everywhere. I feel like the reason that they did this is because maybe the dark shades aren't ready yet, or maybe the shade range isn't completely formulated correctly yet. So that could be a thing. But I look at these 6 shades, and I'm like, oh my god. I really do want to try this. I have dry skin, but I love a good matte look. So I would totally be interested in trying this Lumi Matte Foundation. And I love Maybelline. Maybelline Superstay, like their foundation line, whether it's the liquid or the powder, has always been a perfect match for my skin tone. About on Trend Mood's page are these ColourPop Multi-Chrome BFF Creme Gel Liners. Myself doing a ColourPop order sometime this year and picking some stuff up. I am interested in picking these up, but I kind of feel like ColourPop is coming for indie brand crowns. Like, think about it. They've been doing multi-chromes lately, and they can't really do them the way indie brands do. These actually look like the Kaleidos multi-chrome gel liners that Kaleidos has, and Kaleidos is an indie brand. And if ColourPop is trying to copy indie brands, that kind of bothers me a little bit because ColourPop is a mainstream brand and they have the ability to reach other people more than indie brands do, whereas indie brands kind of rely on their social media and other influencers to get the word of their brand out. ColourPop is kind of established in the market. So it does bother me a little bit. I would be intrigued to try these, but I think I'm going to purchase the Kaleidos ones first. Talk about it is Flower Nose's Little Angel collection. Your Skin Better CC plus Illumination cream, if you guys are curious. Allie Dawson did a video on this collection. It's the Flower Nose Little Angel collection, and she is 110% the only reason that I actually have opened up a Flower Nose tab on my computer because I do want to pick up the primer. The primer looks so luxurious and gorgeous, and I love face primers. That's honestly probably the only thing I'll end up picking up. The packaging is gorgeous. These products are absolutely stunning and gorgeous, but I'm not purchasing a product for the packaging because I'm not going to display it. I'm going to use the product itself. And she really hyped up that face primer, and it looks gorgeous and luxurious, and it's a hydrating primer. And again, I have dry skin. That's why I went for a illuminating base foundation today. I'm really excited. I've known of Flower Nose for a while, but it kind of gives me vibes that it's like that kind of brand that it's like gorgeous packaging, but the products themselves are so gently pigmented. And I'm not about a gently pigmented eyeshadow. Like, I just don't want that. This one, it looks like Sephora is releasing a Best Skin Ever Glow or concealer pen, I think I want to try the Best Skin Ever like foundation and the original concealer. I think I do. I have the Natasha Denona High Glam concealer in my cart for my Natasha Denona order purchase for next time, for next week. So I would definitely be curious to try this too. I had that in there because I don't remember anybody talking about it in their recent purchases or passes, and I know that the Best Skin Ever, I could be wrong on that, but I know that the Best Skin Ever line is really well liked by a lot of people. That ColourPop released what is called the Golden Hour palette. It looks like it is a 20 pan palette, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pan palette, my bad. And I actually like this size for ColourPop. I can see myself purchasing this sometime later this year because it's a neutral kind of like palette, and I definitely could see myself using it. I could see myself using this more than the Twilight palette. It's not something that I'm absolutely like going crazy bonkers over that I absolutely need because I don't think that it's something would be something unique in my collection. I definitely think that I have these tones elsewhere. I don't know why this is looking like it's not blended, but it is in person. Like it's completely blended in person. So I don't understand what is going on with the light. But this is not something that like I feel like I absolutely need because it's not something that looks absolutely unique to my collection, but it is something I can see myself getting sometime this year because of the brand. So Morphe is releasing something called the Aurora Skate collection. I'm not interested in any product in this collection, but I did want to go ahead and mention this because today, the day that I'm filming this, is actually the day that I posted my Gossip and Get Ready With Me, where we talk about the former brand's bankruptcy and closure and Morphe closing their stores, Jaclyn Hill's passed, and Jaclyn Cosmetics closing down. So in that because of that, I just wanted to go ahead and shine a little bit of light on this and tell you guys I am not interested in this collection. But I am interested to see what Morphe does this year. And I talked about it a little bit in that video as well. I even put it in the description box. Like, I'm very interested to see what Morphe comes up with this year because this might be like their comeback year for all we know. And the rebrand of Morphe this year, like, let me know because this is kind of like their rebrand in my opinion. Like, I'm very excited to see what they do. If you have old Morphe products and you are comparing them to the new products, I really want to know your opinion. Please let me know in the comment section. We can have a polite conversation like adults on the internet. We don't have to be rude. This is hilarious because I saw this in Angelica Nikovis's purchase or pass. It's Essence's Cosmetics' Chili Vanilla collection, and she was literally talking. She was like, "This literally people are talking about how indie brands are private labeled, and this doesn't scream private labeled to you." Like it was just so hilarious. I'm not interested in literally any of this. Maybe the sponge. The sponge is cute. I love sponges. I collect makeup sponges because I go through them so fast. So that I like, but aside from that, like I'm not interested. Take this shade here called My New Love. It's a nice champagne shade on the brow bone and the inner corner, and I blended it back out with this shade if you guys are curious. Using this blue shade right here from the Natasha Denona palette called Ice Blue. That Ice Blue is literally the only reason that this palette is not in my storage unit because I love that blue. Let's talk about the Anastasia lip velvets. So I saw Glamzilla had reviewed these and she was going to return all of them. I think that they're gorgeous. I'm sorry. I think they're gorgeous. I'm not somebody that complains about stickiness or matte on my lips. It doesn't really matter to me. It's never really bothered me. I'm not going to lie. It's never really bothered me. But I like all the shades when she swatched them on TikTok. Gorgeous. And I just really want to buy one. I really, 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 really want to buy one. So I'm doing an Anastasia order. I'm not picking up one of these, but I definitely could see myself picking up one from the Anastasia storefront on Amazon. Like Carbon Black Mascara today, if you guys are curious. So the next one, I already hearted this on Instagram. It's the release that Natasha Denona has already done. It's the Mini My Dream palette, and then she has a glowy My Dream Mini Dream blush little single that looks like it has two blushes and then a glowy highlight. This looks gorgeous. I've been watching Kelly Gooch use this on herself, and it looks super gorgeous. I'm definitely going to be picking this up sometime this year. Like I said, Natasha Denona is one of my brands of the year that I'm very interested in, so I will definitely be picking this up sometime this year. It's not on my radar for my next Natasha Denona order, but it could be soon. Tilbury is coming to Ulta. That is so exciting. I have always enjoyed Ulta's point system better than Sephora's. I think that it's perfect for the higher end brands, the more luxury brands like Natasha Denona and Charlotte Tilbury Pat McGrath to be in Ulta because of the point system being so much better than Sephora's. I've always liked it better. So that is very, very exciting. I don't purchase from Ulta or Sephora currently, but I could see myself doing it next year. Some new stuff. Elf is another one of those brands that's on my radar for this year. They released that camo liquid blush. I am going in store. Today is Thursday. I'm going to be going to Walmart on Monday, and I'm going to definitely check out the Elf section to check these out because I want to look at these liquid blushes in person, and I also really want to pick up the camo hydrating camo cream because I'm thinking maybe it'll be a dupe for this, and I love this. So that's what I'm thinking. And I do have dry skin, so I like hydration. So I'm definitely interested in picking up a shade of the camo cream and the liquid blush. If I see it in store, I'm definitely picking them up. Juvia's Place is releasing Culture 2 liquid eyeshadows. They are like the multi-chrome. I think they're multi-chromes. Juvia's Place is an indie brand, so I do feel that is on trend for Juvia's Place because it is an indie brand. Unfortunately, I am not really a fan of the formulas of Juvia's Place. I definitely think I need to dive into more products, and I definitely could here and there sometime this year, but it's not really a brand that's on my radar because I know I don't really enjoy the eyeshadow formula. I like the mattes. The shimmers just aren't really for me. They're very, very stiff. They're not really creamy, and I like a creamy kind of with my shimmers. I like creamy. I like it to be able you to be able to see the sparkle on my lids, so this isn't really something I'm interested in. It's something I could try sometime this year just on a whim, and we'll see. Ulta, back to the Charlotte Tilbury thing. Ulta, I do think has a better point system, and I really, really, really love Sol de Janeiro since they have a Brazilian foreplay shower gel. I absolutely love that. I always buy it from the storefront on Amazon though, so you can get Sol de Janeiro on Amazon if that's what you're looking for. But I do think that Ulta has an amazing point system to take advantage of. Has released a bunch of products. For some reason, I never see the new products from Physicians Formula in my local Walmart or drugstore or anything like that. So I'm definitely going to check the Physicians Formula corner out when I go on Monday. But it looks like they have a Diamond Perfector, which is kind of giving me vibes like the Flawless Filter, color corrector, maybe like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Poof, looks like. So I would be intrigued to maybe try some of these if I could see it in store, for sure. Gomez's Rare Beauty is releasing a body care line. I know a lot of people are mad at Selena Gomez. I don't really care about really anything. I'm not really into stuff like this. Like, it looks like Firm Comfort body lotion, a body spray. Like, I don't really use stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie. I use my Tree Hut pumpkin spice latte shower gel and my milk boba tea Tree Hut body scrub and some type of a lotion. But I'm currently trying to use up my Jeffree Star Skin. What is it? Star Milk body serum. I'm trying to use that up. So I'm not really super duper expensive. As long as my skin is clean and exfoliated, I'm happy. I mean, I spent 45 minutes in the bathtub yesterday, and like that's the longest I think I've done it in years, and I don't really plan to do it again. You guys are curious. I don't think that the body care line is for me. It's just not. Is she really skincare? Probably, but not body care. Has released the 2024 color of the year, and it is Peach Fuzz. It looks so gorgeous. Like it really, it looks like such a gorgeous color, and I kind of get vibes from this, which like look like a corally peachy kind of like shade. It's actually more peachy in my opinion. It comes off on my skin. It's more peachy. So I'm very excited about that. Wanted to give that a little moment. Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. I'm definitely interested in this. I talked about it in a Gossip and Get Ready With Me, where we talk about the TikTok trend, which I don't know if it'll be up before this video. I actually think that video will be up after this video, so stay tuned for that if you're curious about my thoughts on the TikTok trend about kids buying Drunk Elephant. I think just a sneak peek. I think Glow Recipe is actually better. It's a better price, and I personally like the formulas a little bit better of Glow Recipe. The look with lashes and without lashes. I like to show you guys with lashes, without lashes. So this is the Kids OSB number 11s, and then this is just the L'Oreal Telescopic in case you want to recreate the look. Too Faced is releasing a Naturally Better Than Sex mascara. I actually like the original Better Than Sex mascara so much that I'm actually considering going and purchasing a new one because I kind of feel like I need a new one. I want this mascara back in my life. So I'm like, I will definitely repurchase it, have it for 3 months, and then I'll be good for a little bit. So definitely something I would be interested in trying eventually. We're going to talk about this time, and it is the Life Lacquer Give Me the Night collection. I have been super interested in nail polish lately. I actually plan to film a nail polish tutorial in a couple of days. I don't know when that video will go live, so keep your eyes out for that because it's going to be completely different content to what I'm usually used to with beauty. But this is Kathleen Lights' nail polish brand, and I'm so intrigued to try some of her nail polishes. I've looked at some of them, and they look so gorgeous on her website, so very excited to be trying that. Let me know if you guys have tried Life Lacquer. Um, this collection looks absolutely stunning and gorgeous. So definitely something I'm going to be picking up sometime this year. All right, I'm going to end the video here. Let me know what you guys think about all the stuff we talked about in today's video. And I am going to see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, y'all.